Morning, Tori.
Morning.
How are you this fine morning?
I am so fabulous I can hardly stand it. Hey, what do you think of the new digs?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know or haven't seen our previous podcast, we're set up in a new space, Studio 1A on the 51st floor of the TEI building, as Mark so eloquently put it earlier.
The people out there are just like little ants walking around.
Do you know why? Those
Those
are little ants walking around. Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by our podcast. I'm Tori.
I'm Mark.
And we are so glad that you are with us today. So we, as many of you already know, and those of you that don't know, please pay attention because this rocks. We have
please pay attention.
we have a MakerSpace in a Crate leasing program, and it is remarkable. We're the only company that's doing this.
True.
And the tall and skinny of it is once every 4 months, you get a crate full of product that helps support a specific science. Coding.
It's all turnkey.
Yeah, ready to go.
Curriculums included with it.
Right.
All the support here from TEI is included with it.
Yeah, we send you all the lesson plans and teacher guides that we can get our hot little hands on about 2 weeks ahead of when your crate arrives. With the contents list so that you know ahead of time what's coming and you can kind of start practicing or getting your lesson plans and stuff, your sessions put together in anticipation of the crate.
Right.
And then 2 weeks later, your crate arrives, you enjoy the products for 4 months, put it all back in a box, make arrangements to ship it back, and then as soon as we get notification that the first crate is coming back, we send the second crate out so that you've always got fabulous things that you can work with at your library. And it's a great opportunity to try before you buy.
Right.
Because if you fall in love with one or several of the products inside of the crate, we can make arrangements for you to make a purchase at a discounted rate with the materials that are inside the crate. So a great way for all libraries to try all kinds of different products without busting your budget in the process.
And of course, in that second crate arrives, it's going to be a totally different genre of the one that you just returned. So we're trying to diversify the materials that we're sending out for you to use for your STEM, STEAM, MakerSpace programs.
And the responses that we have been getting from the librarians,
phenomenal,
unbelievable. They totally exceeded our expectations.
I always expected it just to be blowing the roof off.
You're such a show off.
Yeah,
so we have been talking about this project for several years. We finally got the formula put together, and we are so excited to share the details with you. So for today, we are going to be reviewing the contents of the coding crate.
It's kind of cool for us because we're really digging on this for the first times ourselves.
Right. We're familiar with most of the products inside the crate, but this is the first time that Mark and I have had an opportunity to actually see,
spread it out.
Exactly. Everything that's inside of it. And we're going to try to go through it and give you all brief descriptions of each of the products. And of course, we encourage you to give us a call to have a more in-depth conversation. And as always, no sales pitch, no hassle, no pressure, no kidding. We mean that sincerely. We are non-commission based. All we want to do is be able to have a candid conversation with you, share the information, and let you make a decision that's best for your library. I'm sure I'll say it again later in the podcast, but that phone number is 800-850-1701. All right, you ready to dig in?
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with some of the smaller stuff so we can build the anticipation.
Let's start off with a little freebie. And quite often, in fact, I think in every one of our crates, we do have materials for you to keep. We don't want them back. They're yours to have as a gift from us. This is a BristleBot project pack, and I bet you we haven't.
I have opened that.
Oh, you have?
I
Fantastic. And it's full. Batteries are included, and you have the ability to take all these various components. Pipe cleaners, toothbrushes,
bristle brushes, hence the name BristleBots.
Yeah, and everything, LED lights and things you need to build your own little self-contained robots.
And they're absolutely adorable, and you can rebuild and rebuild with the pieces and have them do different functions. You can even turn them into art projects. So you want to keep that in mind as you're experimenting. Shall we move on?
Yeah. We also have an Arduino starter kit. A lot of you know what Arduino is. It is your basic computer programming. It comes with a motherboard. It comes with a circuit board. It comes with all your wiring. And it's a great way to, here's your packet of your wiring, your circuit board, your motherboard.
It's a great introduction to the whole coding process from the Arduino perspective.
And it is basically from 3 years of age and up. So it is ever expandable. There's no soldering involved. So it is a phenomenal way to get the kids involved into coding and programming.
Right, and don't worry, if you don't understand anything about Arduino with all of the instructions and the lesson plans that we'll be sending you with it, you'll be a pro in no time. And if you're not, ask one of the 8th grade kids because because I'm certain that they would be able to help you out.
They'll help you out.
Okay, so we tried to include a wide variety of age ranges so far as the products that are included in the kit. So I'm going to take you down to the Codapillar. The Codapillar is designed specifically for the pre-K market. I believe we're turned on. There we go. And all of these little individual pieces are just plug and play. And the top of the unit tells you what it's going to do. Turn left, turn right, stop and play a musical tune. So once you hit the on button, it gives you the entire process. You can lay out the little target points so that the kids can try to understand the basic coding process. They know this piece means it's going to go straight, this means it's going to turn left, turn right, and so on and so forth. So this is an awesome way to get the pre-K kids involved in the whole coding process at a very, very early age.
And did you show this pulls apart and you can actually change?
I did, but I will show you again.
I think I was coughing off.
Yeah, very, very simple. And you can arrange them, take them apart, rearrange them in different orders. So it's pretty much endless what you can do with it. I wonder if they were able to hear all of that with this chirping into my microphone. Okay, what have we got over here?
We have Sphero. Sphero is phenomenal. This is a device this is a charging stand that what you're able to do is you will be able to download the software onto any smartphone, into iPad, and to any sort of a device that has connectivity to the internet, and you're actually able to do coding and direct this to do various functions. We have you can set up tracks. You can code this to make certain maneuvers. It is actually amphibious.
Yes, it is.
So you could chuck this into a pool and drive it around the pool if you'd like to.
And it's all about the whole basics of coding. We start with the drag and drop, and it's very, very simple to use. I learned the drag and drop coding process with this particular product. So simple. So you can use it to run mazes. I saw a video where they had paper laying in the bottom of a plastic tub, and they put little splatters of paints on it and turned the Sphero unit on, and it ran through the paint and created art projects. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with this. One of the things that I like to try to mention in our podcast is if you go to YouTube and type in the name of any of these given products into the YouTube search engine, you'll typically come up with scores of different little videos so you can actually see the products in action and kind of ignite your imagination as well, so you get a better idea as to how to make them applicable to the STEAM sessions at your libraries.
But the main thing here is really getting down to drag and drop programming.
Exactly.
That's what this is all about.
And you can use that, for a wide a range of ages. This will even go, all the way up to the teen years. And we know that those are, they get to be teenagers, and that's when you start to lose them at the library.
Yeah.
So anything you can do to get them back in. And speaking of teenagers and getting kids back into the library, we also have this awesome product, Bloxels. Now, the Bloxels we did an entire podcast on previously. This is an awesome build your own video game kit. I will do my best to try to explain it, but again, YouTube, and you'll get a much better idea. This is a one-of-a-kind system. I like this product so much that I bought one for my husband, and he absolutely loves it. He's a video game freak. Here's the tall and skinny. This is your building board.
You could buy one for me if you'd like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No,
that'd be nice of you. I've got a birthday coming up.
Don't you have a wife for things like that? Okay, so anyway, it comes with a variety of different colored cubes. Each of the cubes represents something. You know, the red is a hazard, the green is grass, the blue is sky, the gold is gold coins, and so on. So anyway, any device that will accept the free Bloxels app, you download to your device, and then you build your own characters. You build your own game boards, and then after you capture that basic image with the app, then you go into the back end of the system and totally manipulate it so it looks like a Mario Brothers styled video game. And you can build one level on top of another, build in storyboards. And you also have an opportunity to make this more educational based. You know, like as an example, you can tell them, okay, the most recent book that you just read, tell the story through a Bloxels video game. And you can go chapter by chapter, build the little cue cards and so on. It is awesome what you can do with this. And of course, you will also receive the teacher's guide with step-by-step daily lesson plans so that you can keep the kids on track. And you also get 4 student workbooks, and the student workbooks gives them an opportunity to plot their storyline in advance, get a basic idea of what their characters are going to look like, and it helps keep them organized as they work through the process. Spectacular product. I absolutely love this. And many of the libraries that I'm working with have started a build your own video game club at their libraries, and they're telling me that they're having tremendous success in getting the tweens and teens to come in and participate in that program. So great product.
And as you're describing it, I'm just thinking, I'm running through my head, God, if I could do a Stephen King book.
Absolutely, because
the guy with a knife, and
you design your own enemies as well.
That's
yeah,
right.
Absolutely. It's so much fun.
Okay, we have an Edison robot. This is another programmable device. It is the most functional of these robots of its type. It's mobile, and just another way for the kids to really get into your basic robotic programming.
Right, and with like a lot of the stuff that we sell that supports the Maker Initiative and the STEAM Initiative, don't let the size of the product interfere with your thought process, because some of these tiny little boxes do mighty things.
They pack a big punch.
All right, so and now we go into the Dash and Dot, which is also great for the pre-K all the way up through the higher end of your juvenile market.
Just real quick, this is the Edison robot, and it has the same programmability that you would see like in your Arduino program.
Yeah, yes. It's amazing the amount of things that you can do with this little device. Okay, so we wrap up here with the Dash and Dot. The Dash and Dot communicate with each other, and they are also little standalone units. Thank you, my friend. Turn the unit on.
Hello.
Heidi ho. So as you can see, it responds to voice commands. It'll turn and look at you when it first hears a noise. It communicates with hi buddy. It also communicates with a little dot unit. There's a multitude of things that you can do with the dot unit as well. And additionally, we're sending along part of the expansion kit. This is the xylophone, which you can, or if you say something, let's see if it'll turn around and look at you.
Hey buddy. Hello. Hello, Dash.
Oh, he seems a little distracted.
He's enamored with you.
Yeah, well, who isn't?
Must be your new haircut.
So anyway, you attach this to the side of the unit, and you can even program the Dash to play specific music and tunes. And here's the really beauty part of this. With these adapters, it's Lego compatible. Right. So every single product that we have out on the table, you can do a multitude of different projects with. So you never have to repeat the same program twice. All right, so that is pretty much the tall and skinny of what we wanted to try to accomplish today. I know we ran just a few minutes longer than usual, but do keep in mind that you can give us a call. Let's have a no-pressure conversation so you can explore the idea of the Makerspace in a Crate leasing program, and I know that you're going to be amazed by it. Every single librarian that's participated has been absolutely thrilled. So give us a call, 800-850-1701, or you can send us an email at
podcast@teilandmarkaudio.com.
Awesome.
Hey,
yeah. Thanks so much for joining us. We've had a great time, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye now.
take care.